Hey guys, Zara here. So today I have a first impressions video for you. I don't buy Chanel products very often at all. I barely own any, but I did this market research thing and I got a $40 My gift card from it, and so I ended up splurging on Chanel at Maya. So I ended up picking up the Chanel Perfection Lumiere Velvet in the shade 60 Beige and the Chanel Beige Healthy Glow Sheer Powder in the number 50, I think it is. So I thought I'd do a first impressions. The girl did put this on me in the store, but this is my first time playing around with them. So this is what the foundation looks like. It's a really sleek black packaging. It doesn't even have the colour on it, so good luck to anyone trying to pick the colour out. And my neighbour is totally mowing his lawn because it's actually public holiday Monday right now. It's the Queen's birthday here in Sydney, so hence me getting extra time to do some filming. And the beige powder comes in this really nice pouch and looks like that, and it's got the colour on the back with this one. So yeah, that's the products. It's been a couple weeks since I filmed, so I feel a little bit out of practice because I'm usually filming every weekend, but I was in Brisbane last weekend so I didn't film, so excuse me if I'm a little bit blah. Okay, so to start off this first impressions, I'm first going to prime my face using the Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer, because I would probably use this primer if I was using such a fancy foundation, since it's an equally fancy primer. The girl at the Chanel counter used their like whitening primer base, so I guess this is pretty similar to that, since it's going to leave my skin looking whiter than usual. The reason she did that was because the Perfection Lumiere Velvet Foundation that I picked up is one shade too light for my skin, but it's the darkest that Chanel Australia went, which was unfortunate, so one shade darker would have been perfect for me. But at first I went and looked at the foundation, and I didn't pick it up, and then I kind of thought about it. I was like, no, I really want to try it. Like, why should I stop just because all brands finish like one shade too light for me? Like, one more shade would have been perfect. But so I had to think about it, and then I thought, you know what, I'll just use a darker powder to bronze up, you know, around the edges of my face and just kind of make things look even. And because I just wanted this foundation that badly, so that's what I did. Like, that's the whole reason I picked up this powder, because it's like ever so slightly darker than my skin tone, so this plus the foundation should, you know, look normal on my skin. So that's why I thought I'd do a first impressions, because I thought this would be good for girls with my skin tone that struggle to find dark enough foundation shades. You know, hopefully this is something that works and that we can do to kind of get away with things here in Australia, like, you know what I mean, like buying a shade too light because that's all you can get and making it work, instead of just saying, oh well, I can't try the Giorgio Armani, you know, Luminous Silk Foundation because it stops at one shade too light, which is just BS, really. Yesterday I actually ordered the YSL Youth Liberator Foundation of Strawberry Net in what is hopefully my shade. If it's not, I'm going to be super annoyed because it was like quite expensive. So I just popped some of the Chanel liquid foundation on the back of my hand, and now I'm going to use a MAC 159 just to buff that into my skin. So how much I deposited on the back of my hand just now was not even enough for like half my face, so let's pop a lot more down, like a decent dollop. But I really liked, in Chanel, the sales assistant that helped me, she really understood what I wanted. She was like, yeah, I can see that it's too light. And then she put the darker powder, you know, around the edges of my face, and I was like, that's exactly what I was going for. Like, she just understood. She wasn't trying to flog me anything. She didn't try to like sell me a different foundation or anything. She just understood what I needed and like helped me as best as she could to like get what I needed. This foundation smells so good. Oh, my face looks so white. I really don't want to have to mix this foundation in with another one because I don't want to ruin it. Like, it's I think I look a lot lighter on camera than I do in real life though. So it hasn't covered up my acne as much as I would have liked, which is disappointing. And if we have a closer look with a small mirror, it has an amazing finish though. Incredible finish. Like even to the touch, it's like so satiny and smooth, and it actually does feel like velvet on the skin. Not great around the eyes though. It doesn't cover my acne as much as I would have liked, so it must be like, you know, light to medium coverage. But otherwise I really like it. Unfortunate that the shade is a little bit too light, but we are hopefully going to work with that. Okay, so now we're going to go on with the Chanel Beige Healthy Glow Sheer Powder in the shade number 50, which looks like this. And I'm going to use an XO Beauty bronzer brush to kind of dust this around the edges of my face and just try and help that foundation look a little bit more my skin tone. Cannot talk today. Obviously I'd probably use some sort of highlighting concealer usually, I don't know, but for this video I just wanted to use just the Chanel products. I don't want to go in with concealer and all that, but maybe for an upcoming makeup tutorial I'll, you know, do a full face or something using these products to see how it would look on my acne and everything. But just wanted to keep, so I already like how this is looking. It's looking a lot more my skin tone. Yeah, that looks a lot more normal. Let me know what you guys think, but I think this combination is working quite well so far. I personally think that looks a lot better than it did before. I think I looked really white before. And I like the way everything's sitting. It doesn't feel like a lot. Like I could probably get away with wearing this every day to work. You know, it still shows a bit of my acne, which is disappointing, but I guess it wasn't meant to be a full coverage foundation. I just really wish it came in my skin tone, I guess, because then it would have been like the perfect foundation. I don't mind the way it's looking, you know, with the powder and everything. I think it looks pretty good, especially in real life. I look a little bit white on the camera lens here, but in my mirror I look really good. Really happy with this foundation. I like that the two products complement each other really well, but yeah, like I keep saying, it's disappointing it doesn't come in my shade. I mean, the powder does, why doesn't the foundation? Let's not get into it. I've ranted a lot about how Shirley doesn't cater for my skin tone. That's all I've got to say, I guess. I do really like this foundation. If you're lighter than me, definitely go out and get this foundation. It's amazing, and that powder is also pretty incredible. I would probably get away with wearing these two together when I can be bothered, really, because it means I have to then conceal with probably something lighter than my skin tone, you know, under my eyes and everything, and it would be a bit more of an effort, but for that nice of a foundation, I think I could go through it. It settles so nice into my skin. Okay. So that's the end of my first impression video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.